What's going on, Last Lifers? It's your boy Bravo33, and this is the very first episode of Collections. What's the deal, everybody? You already know who it is, and it is a very special episode that is near and dear to my heart. This is something that I've been working on for a while. It's something that I wanted to bring to the YouTube table that I haven't seen many people do. Usually people showcase their own collections. I wanted to be able to showcase and highlight someone else's collection that I think needs the attention that it's not receiving. So we sat down with Nelly out of Boston, who has a ridiculous collection. I mean, from everything dating back to the beginning days of the video game industry to right now as modern as a Nintendo Switch and your PS4s and Xbox Ones. She has everything in between, as you'll see shortly. We sat down and rapped with her. We talked about some of her favorite games, some of her least favorite games, some backstories to some of her unique finds in her collection, how it's like to be a female gamer in a male-dominated industry, and the future for her collection. As always, be sure to like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can get up to date with every video that we drop. Without further ado, overlooked beats, drop that. When did you become interested in video games?
That would have to be since since I was a baby, because I still remember my parents having me in my little bed in their bedroom in Puerto Rico in the house, and they having my uncles and aunts over to play Excite Bike.
Wow.
In NES. So it was obviously back then I was too little to play, but I become interested in video games since I know myself. As far as I can remember.
What was the first video game you played?
Super Mario Brothers on the NES. I had a 13-inch black and white TV.
Classic.
With the original Nintendo Switch. If you remember that, the AV that you had to put with the screws in the back of the TV. Yes, that was my first video game, and it was in a black and white TV.
Yeah, what year was that? Do you remember the year?
I would say, so it's probably like 6 years old, like 1992.
Yeah.
91, 92, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that. That was my first, and it wasn't even my console.
Right.
It was my aunt. I was in my aunt's room, and I ended up getting that TV eventually, but the Nintendo was hers.
Right. My question to you now is, how long have you been collecting games? When did it start, and how long has it been since?
So to tell you the truth, I've had video games since, like I told you, probably 6-7 years old. My first console, to tell you the truth, it has to be the Super NES. I remember my dad getting it for me for Christmas, and he pulled it out a couple of days earlier. So it was an excitement. We actually all played together Mortal Kombat, the original.
That's nice. Wow.
Hence the reason why the first Mortal Kombat is kind of close
Special.
to my heart and special. And when I finally got the arcade, it was like, wow.
Yeah. So what got you into collecting video games, and what made you? Because your collection now it isn't something that somebody just goes, I wanna just collect. It's got to be like, yo, I'm dedicated to have this much to showcase to people and the masses whenever they come over. You know what I mean? So I want to know what got you into making this collection so vast. What made you get into that?
To tell you the truth, it's just been my passion for video games. So one video game leads me to another, and obviously now with the online, which you can pretty much look up any game to any console, that's how I've been now learning about other consoles, and it just caught my interest. But mainly it was my parents. My parents knew that I was into video gaming, and whenever I did good, they bought me a console, the newest console there was. They bought me the Super Nintendo, they bought me the Nintendo 64, the Sega Dreamcast. And it was just kind of like a part of me. That was my outlet. That was my space.
Yeah.
So it was good.
It's your thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like coming home from a stressful day at school, and I just, I had my video games and my surround sound, and that was it.
Yeah, that's nice.
So it just kept going throughout the years, and it built into this.
Right. Yeah. Now
it just happened.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's a passion that just happened.
Where do you source most of your retro purchases from? Not like, because it's obvious, if you want to go get a Switch, you can walk into GameStop and get a Switch.
Yeah.
You can order it online from Nintendo. You know what I mean? You want an Xbox game, you can download it. So I'm just talking about the retro stuff, the Jaguars, the Dreamcast, the Vectrex, all those. Where's your source of that? I mean, if you got secrets, you ain't gotta spill the beans, But my question to you is, where do you find most of your sources for your retro purchases?
To tell you the truth, it all comes from everywhere. Whether I find it online, whether it's friends that just tell me, hey, I saw this in the store, or I go to a store or a flea market, or I don't know, just different places. And sometimes just me browsing online, I get interested because I'm already interested in video gaming. So anything yard sales, I've found a couple of mine in yard sales. It's just wherever it comes from. I don't have a specific place, but pretty much if it interests me, I will go for it. Because it's part of my collection. It's just part of history. I'm grabbing.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, that makes sense. So if you had to pick one, just one, that it was a prize retro gaming show and everybody can come out and bring their one thing, it was just a big show and tell. What is your most prized retro possession?
To tell you the truth, I would have to go with the Panasonic 3DO. It's very rare console. Panasonic kind of dumped it with that one. But because of the fact that it just went out the market, right away, not a lot of people know about that console.
Right,
not a lot of people, kind of get interested in it because it was just something that it came and went.
Right, yeah.
To tell you the truth, that has to be my most prized retro possession, because not even a lot of people know that Panasonic made a console.
Right.
And yeah, that's have to be it. To tell you the truth, it's worth a lot of money now.
Anybody walks into your house, they walk into this room, they'll see a whole lot of Nintendo. I mean, I mean, when we had the screens on, both displays had Nintendo on. It was the Nintendo Switch, Mario Maker, and then it was Super Mario Brothers, the original, right? So what my question to you is, what sparked your love for Nintendo? Like, what made you go, yo, Nintendo's my ish. This is it. Like, Nintendo is me.
And it's funny that you mentioned that, because a lot of people out there would be like, yeah, Nintendo.
Right.
Everything's Nintendo.
Yeah.
Could be PlayStation.
Yeah, my mama say, turn off the Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yo, mom, it's a PlayStation 3. What are you talking about? Nope, turn off the Nintendo. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, I actually am a Nintendo head.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I grew up with Nintendo, and obviously when you grow up with something, especially like the characters and everything, don't get me wrong, I love video games all around.
Mm.
But Nintendo has always been like close to my heart. That's what I grew up with, and that was my main collection. But then after that, it was more about video games than Nintendo.
Okay.
And that's how I ended up with what I have now.
Right.
And obviously, still to this day, I keep finding out more and more stuff, and I probably will keep collecting till I can't no more.
Right. So we'll start with the Jaguar. Like, so pretty much for every console, I'm asking you, how'd you wind up getting it? Like, how'd you get the Jaguar? How'd you get the Vectrex? You know what I mean? That's what I'm asking. So.
Alright, so the Vectrex is a very, very good story.
Mm-hmm.
I never even knew it existed, first of all. Me being a video game enthusiast, you know, I go online and I just look up certain stuff, and obviously once you look up one thing, you know how another thing comes up, and it was just like a link that I saw, and I went to Wikipedia, I read about it, and I was like, oh, that's something I want to have in my collection.
Yeah.
And it just happened that I never really looked for it, because when I first started looking for it, it was pricey. It was very, very pricey. And I was just like, okay, you know, eventually. And just one time, one of my friends that has a video game store, that I have bought consoles from before, he hit me up and he was like, yo, I got some rare stuff here. And he sent me the link, and I was like, whoa, that's a Vectrex. Drove an hour and a half to his store. I'm like, yo, I'm here. What you got? And he's like, it works and everything. I don't even know what it is. I don't know how to play it. I was like, I got this. Don't worry. And that was pretty much it.
That's
that
cool.
one just kind of fell into my hand.
Yeah. So is there any interesting story like that with any of the other consoles I mentioned? What about the Odyssey? Is there any crazy story behind that, or you just found it online?
The Odyssey fell in my lap because for some reason all my friends know I'm into video games.
Okay, that's good.
And
that's a good thing.
Especially my friends at work. So it so happens that one of my friends was cleaning out attic, basement, and everything, and he came across the Odyssey and the Commodore 64 that he didn't know he had.
Wow.
Still,
Yeah.
because, you know, he had it in his house. It was just tucked away with 102 games.
Wow. Wow. And it just fell in your lap. Like, hey,
well,
here it is.
It fell in my lap because, like I said, my friends know what I'm into.
Right.
So, pretty much, if they see something weird, they know who to call.
Right. why do you collect multiples of the same console and games?
To tell you the truth on that is probably just me being a freak, trying to, like, if one breaks, I'll have a backup, no worries.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just, if a console's gonna get thrown in the trash or somebody's just gonna throw it in their attic, and I feel bad. It's like,
You're
know
like
what I'm saying?
you're like the
It's
homeless shelter
console abuse.
for
It's
consoles.
console abuse.
I like that.
So
I like
I
that.
mean, eventually, like, if I was to like sell them or whatever, like, I don't mind. But I guess it's just the fact, like I said, console abuse.
Yeah.
I'd rather give them a good home because they serve their purpose. And for a console to just go to waste, for that, I'll take it. I'll take care of it. And
Like a foster home.
Yes. And I will find a good home for it. Also, some of them that I get, they don't work, so I use them for spare parts to fix the other ones.
Smart.
So that also helps. You'd be surprised. I've had friends that come and tell me, "Yo, I want to play Tony Hawk, and I got the game. I don't got the console." Like, I've been, yeah, go ahead.
I want to ask you the all-time questions because every interview's got to have some all-time questions in it. So your most favorite game of all time?
Super Mario World for SNES.
Okay.
And it's gotta be because the SNES was my first console that Dad bought me, and that was the first time I really actually got to experience the real game of Mario. Because yes, I did play the NES version, but like I said, it was my aunt's. So I would play a couple of levels, you die, you get thrown out.
Right.
So this was mine. I got to sit there through the good, through the bad, through the, okay, let's die in the same spot over and over again, which is a pain in the ass.
Of course it is.
But yeah, that would have to be my, and even when I play it now, it reminds me of my childhood.
Okay.
So I still, to this day, take my time off and on and play it.
All right, so we did your favorite game of all time. So now I want to hear what's your least favorite game of all time. You popped this game in, and you was like, "Nah, dog, this ain't it." Like, you was just like, like, yeah, I can't even answer that question. I'll be honest, because I play a lot of games, but there's some games I'm just like, nah, I can't do this.
I don't know.
Your least favorite, like. You might have it in your collection. You might not have it in your collection. But if you had it in your collection, you popped it in once, you were like, I don't even know why I have this right now. Like, something like that. Something that makes you go, nah, I'm not even playing this, ever.
It would have to be FIFA.
Okay. Now, are you talking like recent FIFAs? Or
No, like, probably FIFA was one of the first, like, sports games that I tried. No. It was Tech Mobile. But I actually kind of like Tech Mobile.
Thank you. You made my day now.
I don't like sports games, though.
We know, huh?
Even Tech Mobile was high.
It was fun.
Double Dribble. Loved it.
Yep.
But I think the first time I played FIFA was PlayStation 2.
Okay.
2, 3?
Okay.
I'm not quite sure. But I just don't.
Can't do it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry. I just can't do sports.
I hate it. Everybody. So I'm a big
There
sports
is a
guy.
couple that NBA Jam for Sega.
Of course.
Sega CD. I could do that, but it would have to be
FIFA.
Yeah.
But see, if you play it like PS2, we're talking.
You're just a FIFA fan.
No, I'm not. I like FIFA. I can play FIFA. I can play the game of soccer, but it's because I like sports. Like you're not a big sports gamer.
And
I play a lot of sports
games. It was very hard for me too.
Right.
Like it was so hard. Like
because I'm thinking
I'm not into it, so obviously it makes it harder for me for the controllers. And to it was just like it's not my cup of tea, so I don't pay attention to that.
Right. So I'm thinking if you played it by then, the controls were probably so ridiculous. It's hard to pick
now
up.
I don't want to even deal with it.
So I played FIFA when I was a kid, like I played FIFA 94. You know what I mean? So, and it was easy then. Like, it was just pass, shoot. That's all it was. It was just pass, shoot. Now they got to like lob pass and pass this certain direction. You got to press this.
See,
you don't need all that. Just give me pass.
I would like it even more.
Right. It's you probably played, if you play the easier ones, like the ones that are older, where they just keep the basic controls and don't try to put all this extra stuff in there, you'd be like, this game's alright. I don't mind it. Which part of your collection would you save first if your house was burning down?
The Nintendo collection.
Okay. That's a good answer. Because it's a lot.
Well, not only that, it's just Nintendo is my favorite, I guess. So, yeah, I would have all my Nintendos and run.
Right. Okay.
If it, like I said, you said a part.
You said
right?
a part of your collection.
You
I didn't say one.
Console. Okay. Definitely Nintendo.
Okay.
I would save all those consoles.
If you were trapped on a desert island, you've got your little TV, your 13-inch black and white TV, right? Well, let me not say that. It miraculously has HDMI hookups and it's 1080p as well with its 13-inch TV, okay? It can hook up any console of all time, okay? So if you were trapped on this desert island, had this little hut with your little 13-inch HDMI 4K TV, okay? If you can bring one console and one game, which ones would you take?
Super Nintendo and Super Mario World.
Okay. That's why I said I figured you probably would have answered this question already, but that's fine. So
it's just like I said, I can never get sick of that game, and I'll play it over and over again. I know every secret there is in it. And Super Nintendo is just part of my childhood.
Yeah.
It's part of me. Still, the one that's displayed is still the same exact one that got me.
So do you feel, as a gamer who is female, look at you rolling your eyes already. Do you feel, as a female gamer, that you're not as taken as seriously as your male counterparts?
Of course.
Now why? I mean, why?
Because it happens. It happens. I have been going through this with other parts of my life too. So yeah, it's just like there's other things. It's like video game is supposed to be like a man's world.
Right.
Like they never said a girl cave.
Right.
They said
Man.
a man cave.
Right.
It has video game systems and a reclining couch. It's a man cave. There's nothing else.
Right.
So yeah, it's hard to realize it, but yeah, I have had my times where they don't take you seriously, and yeah, especially when you're online and you're trying to get in there and they don't believe you.
So this is my follow-up, since you mentioned online. Do you feel like when you're online, once the guys realize you are a female, does it get sometimes kind of creepy or weird, or do you feel like they treat you differently because of it?
They definitely treat me different.
Okay.
They definitely treat me different. It's just, I guess it's a man's world.
Right.
But in reality, it really isn't.
Right.
Because I've met so many female gamers, and we are just as serious as the guys, and we play just as hard as the guys. We're very dedicated, just like the guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you love something, you go for it. It doesn't matter, female or male.
Right.
This is just a gaming world.
Right.
We're all here for the same thing, to game. Sometimes, yeah, there is the narrow-minded people or whatever, but to me, it's never stopped me.
Right.
I will always love video games. I will always pursue video games. I'm not afraid to go to an arcade and show somebody off. Play some good multiplayer Pac-Man or something like that. But yeah, it gets rough at times.
Right. So, last question about this. I didn't want to cut you off, but I thought of it. Do you think there's any way possible that that would change in the future, or do you think there's any kind of solution to make that different?
To tell you the truth, there's females are starting to dominate in a lot of different worlds, and it's something that is gonna progressively get better. I think for us, and yeah, I think now I've seen them at PAX. I've seen them at video game competitions. Like, yeah, girls can rule it. I'm sorry to say, but girls can be better than guys.
Hey, no.
You know what I'm saying?
You get no flack from me here.
I seen some dedicated ass girls playing some Call of Duty that you guys will be scared.
Right. I mean, so I do the streaming. I watch other streamers at time to time. A lot of them are females. So, and watching
we're rising up.
If you actually watching them play, they're damn good. They're no different than us males.
Exactly.
So I ain't got no beef with it. More power to the women actually playing and being dedicated about it.
And believe it or not, there is a lot of female game developers and a lot more like engineers and stuff like that they're starting to step up and show that, hey, we can do this just as much as you guys can.
Where do you want to go now with the collection? So your collection is fantastic. It's probably one of the biggest collections I've seen in person. Where do you want to go now from this point where you are with it now?
Well, one, thank you.
You're welcome.
Because I did work very hard for this. But now what I'm trying to do is pretty much get my house and get my man cave. My girl cave.
Sure. It could be a woman cave.
You go. My woman cave.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, because there is still so much stuff in storage that I can't display, and there will be more that I am still willing to get, and I am looking forward to get. So it's pretty much just my own little video game museum, and I want to be able to display it for my family and friends, and just maybe leave a memory when I die. You never know.
Yeah. Gotta leave a legacy, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Very, very last question. Do you have any tips for budding retro game collectors? So, any tips, ideas, or something you can give to the people that want to start or might be just started and trying to get to the level where you are?
Well, when it comes to retro video gaming, there's always going to be consoles that came before you. So me, I do my research. I am a very curious person, so I always try to find out more. And that's how I have found a lot of my retro, like old retro school consoles. So my tip would be, if you're interested enough, do your research, because it's amazing how video games have developed and what it started with, where they came from just Pong going 2 lines, and now we're into video games that look pretty much like us or a movie. So that's pretty much it. Do your research if you're interested enough, and just go for it. Just pretty much go for it, because it's not going to happen from the night to day.
Right.
It's going to take years. It's going to take dedication and ambition, pretty much.
Right.
If you want it, you search hard enough, you will get it. That's pretty much it.
All right. So that is all I have. I want to thank you for taking the time out all day. We're getting this ready. We're gonna end it. We're gonna end it with fist bump.
Alright.
All right, we're good.
Luigi.
Luigi fist bump. Bam. There you go.
All right, Last Lifers, that'll do it for now. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure you leave a like and make sure you comment. And if you aren't already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, if you or anybody you know would like to be a part of this collection series, feel free to take a look in the descriptions and find out how you can contact us on getting on. My name is Bravo33. This is the Last Life Gaming Network, and I'll see you when I see you.